First Q&A. Snoop's manager is very aware of you people. Because when we did the first Pepsi commercial with Snoop, there's a lot of chatter about it online on YouTube and Facebook and you know, places where it's posted. And there is some Snoop postings, but there's a ton from Supernatural fans, which is awesome. But what was funny was having Snoop's manager, who's a super nice guy, come over to me and say, and one of the Pepsi people said the same thing. They said, dude, the amount of chatter online after these commercials airs, you had more chatter than Snoop. Yeah. But everybody's calling you Gabriel. Who the hell is Gabriel? I realized that they you know, Googled my name and Gabriel. They're like, oh, so you're on a show where you play a character named Gabriel. That show has a sick following online. My people. Thank you for all the positive commentary you post online about the commercials. It's great. They're noticing. I appreciate it. Even Snoop's people. I don't know if Snoop's aware of it yet, but, you know, Snoop has bigger fish to fry. But I'll ask next time. Sure thing. Make your friend. Text her back. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. I have a few questions for you.
Lay it on me.
One of them is, have you ever found any scenes that you've done before, like, difficult to shoot?
Oh, any acting job?
Oh, like, in the Supernatural scenes.
No, they're not really necessarily hard to shoot. I mean, it's a fun crew and everything when you're doing TV is also, when it's cut together, it seems, you know, real time and everything, but it's such a meticulously slow process making a movie or TV show that nothing is involving Supernatural, at least, nothing is all that difficult to do physically or from an acting standpoint. It's challenging, but not hard, like, I need 5 minutes to, you know, to catch my breath, you know what I mean?
What about when there are two of you?
When there's two of me?
Yeah.
But that was, you know, again, that's a special effect, so it was pretty set up, and Ivan, who does all the special effects for the show, just sort of said, you're gonna stand here, act shocked, because you're gonna be killed over here. And then he's over here, and he said, now, look back and act shocked, because you're looking at yourself, watching yourself be killed over here. Ah! Sorry. It wasn't, it takes place over so many hours, it's not all that challenging for me. It's harder for the special effects team.
And how close are you, like, personality-wise, to your character, the Trickster? And if there's anything that you would take from, like, his personality and, you know, put it in you, what would it be?
I mean, as much as any actor brings a lot of themselves to a character, it's just the nature of the beast. Already you physically sort of represent the character, and then elements of your persona are inevitably squeaking through in various levels depending on the character. I think many things about the Trickster are similar. I mean, a lot of his sense of humor, for example. I mean, even though it's written by the writers, it's written that in a tone that fits my timing. So in that way, I think there's a little bit of a sync up of energies. I don't know if there's anything I would take from him. It would be nice to be able to just create scantily clad women out of thin air. So I guess if I was going to pick one thing, it would be the lingerie models that I could just make appear. Not a big sweets guy, they could just bring hummus or whatever, but I would stick with the chicks. So I would go that direction.
That was it, thank you.
Oh, well then there you go, thank you very much. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing just fine, it's good to see you again.
Likewise.
My question is actually a favor that you would do for all of us.
Okay.
Your iconic snap. Please.
My snap?
Yes.
You want me to do the snap? See, this isn't like Tom Hanks' life is like a box of chocolates that he won't say ever. I will snap. So hold on, here we go, you ready? I'll mic it. Somewhere out in the street, somebody turned into a frog. Hello, young lady, how are you?
Hi. Okay. I was just wondering, you had, from working with the boys, any stories that you could share with us about working with the boys, funny or otherwise? Probably something you shouldn't tell us. If you could tell something you shouldn't tell us.
Embarrassing? No, like those guys don't embarrass themselves. They're too dialed in. I look like a jerk. I've told this story a couple times, but one of the things when I first met them that struck me was how flippin' tall they are. And I know I beat that drum a lot, but they're really tall guys. Like Jared's like what, 6'5"? 6 foot. Whoa, somebody said their homework, haven't they? And Jensen's 6'2", 6'1", something like that, right? They're remarkably tall, especially in the world of actors where people are just short. Where you meet other actors and you're like, I've loved all your movies. You know, they're short people. So it's a real trip to actually meet these guys and see how huge they are. And what was weird, and I've told the story a few times, but it's true, is framing the scene when I'm in the tall tales, when I'm walking up. For starters, I'd already said to them, I'm like, you dudes are flipping huge, you know that, like you're really tall guys. And Jensen was like, dude, I know it. Try working next to this guy. I'm 6'2", and I'm the tiny one. Everyone calls me the small guy online. So we're doing the scene where we're walking up the stairs, and I'm in the janitor outfit and some tall tales, and they're framing the shot as I round the corner, and it's going to be a 3-shot of the 2 guys and me, and they said, okay, Jared, you're going to be right there, Jensen, you're right there, and Richard, just go ahead and stand right there. And I'm like, I am standing right there. I'm here. And I'm like, okay, well, can you go up the stair? I'm like, can you go more? Let's go about 4 or 5 stairs. The 3 of us have a head-to-head conversation about like 4 stairs up, just to get you guys. Tad emasculating. So that was embarrassing. So that's my story. There's my I look like a jerk.
Everyone's taller than me, so don't worry.
Say it again?
I said everyone's taller than you, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we share the same height.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is my last question. Oh my gosh, no pressure.
Okay, so you said earlier you were playing the trickster along, and then you found out you were an archangel. How did that switch for you? I mean, it was kind of a violent switch when I was watching the episode again and noticed it. Did you see Christopher Walken's Gabriel, or did you just kind of do your own, completely your own?
Try not to steal other people's Gabriel. When playing Gabriel. I did it myself. In fact, I didn't know he played Gabriel until right now. So there you go.
You haven't seen The Prophecy?
No, I haven't.
You should watch it.
There you go. Every time I'm here, I learn of a new show, movie, or something that I need to see. So The Prophecy. Christopher Walken's great. I did not see his Gabriel. I didn't, Gabriel, the real Gabriel, never really made any movies or did any TV interviews. So you're kind of flying blind when you're doing Gabriel. What I utilized, I was less concerned about what Gabriel would actually be like, and more concerned about honoring the roadmap that the writers had drawn for this character. Because they did. You're right. I mean, they made a very abrupt turn. He's done being the trickster, and he turns into, or reveals himself to be his true self. So I was more focused on being honest with the material that they had given and being direct with that, and that in itself kind of took care of abandoning the trickster elements, because the trickster was a very specific character. It's a very big and wisecracking guy, and when you make that turn, it naturally lends itself, the way they drew it out, it naturally lends itself to being a different energy. And so, it's like being, in a boat. You just sort of follow the current. And they did a great job of Jeremy Carver and everybody else in the show did a great job of sending the water down that current. So I followed it and just sort of then built that, started building from there. So it was really based on using their building blocks and going from that direction.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Guys!